I like to give 5 incidents of the life of Thakur to explain how this divine love or this real love worked through his life. Once his disciple Ananta Maharaj was about to lose faith in him. He closed the door and was meditating in, and then lastly he realized how lonely he is. He lost every glamour of this world by following him. He lost his family, friends, he lost everything. But till then, he could not achieve any spiritual enlightenment or any peace or happiness. So lastly, he was going to tie the rope and hang himself. With the hook and Thakur jumped out of his bed and started running. And lastly arrived there, broke the door and brought him down from the hanging state. He was still alive and his life was saved, and he said, "You trust me, I am present." So whoever can love in this way, they live in love, he is always with him as a savior. Another instance, he was going in bullock cart when he was a child, going with his mother, from one village to another village, and the wheels were stuck in the mud. And the coachman was whipping the cows. The child was looking at these cows, this bullock, and found that the whipping made a mark on the back. It was so much painful, and he was so much identified with the bullock and his pain. He starts shouting, touching his back. And mother removed the sharp and saw the child's back have got the same 3 marks, red, almost bleeding, same as on the back of the bullocks. This identity of self for the pain of others is the indication of the pure love. Husband, wife should feel each other. Same. Mother, son, father, child, friend, friend should feel the pain, sharing the pains the same sharing the joy, sharing everything, opinions. And this oneness is the indication of pure love. And his love was all pervading with every existence, like God in every existence. There was other instance. He never thought that there is any person on the earth who is other than his own being. He came to one poor man's house. Suddenly people were coming. They had got no place in the winter. They needed to stay. So he started constructing a house for the visitors to come and stay. He was asked by his close devotees, Thakur, you are unnecessarily spending money in the land of somebody. The other person, he was puzzled. He asked, what do you mean other person? He could not realize that there is a other person except he himself or his own beings. This identity of the self with all, without caring whose money, whose property, but only property he feels, he possesses, is the blessings of his Father, that love to share with others. Another instance which happened in my presence. His street dogs, some kind of dog, who was loitering in his ashram around his tent, so-called wooden house he was staying in. A little few years, say about 50 or 100 years, one boy thrown the stone to the very end of the dog, and I think it was so terrible. It broke limbs, and he was just weeping, shouting like that, and going with so much pain. And suddenly the attention was drawn, and Thakur was identified with it. And Thakur asked me to see what happened. I came and said, nothing at all. So child, so it's all right, yes. Then he got up, he was going to toilet, and he could not walk. He held my hand. Some tears came to his eyes, and just rolled dribbling like, what is that word? Huh? Limping. And I thought he might be playing with me. I just sat down and saw this person suddenly sudden. And I took him to the bathroom. Then another lady came who takes care of him like Joy takes care of him. and I sat down for a long time without reason. Another incident about the identity of Islam. I have felt in many occasions of my own life. I felt he loved me so much that he might die without saying no. He'll be always calling, call Lord Mintu, call Mintu Maharaj, what is Mintu, oh Mintu, call him. I used to think, why is he so mad? Why? I'm in terrible trouble. I like to be free to play with my friends, just to hear some music, so this. Play some cards. My God, I have to go and sit in his front. I was thinking, why? There is so many beauties in the world, there are so many ways of life, so many professions, so many conditions, so many ways of glory in life. And he never indicated any side of my life before. He is simply calling me to him, and I have to sit and listen. And he will be smiling at my eyes. And he will be trying to make me feel that he was the persons I have been searching, for which I was born. And he was taking care of my food, clothing, happiness. At the same time, he was putting me into terrible tests. It is so difficult. In terrible conditions of life. Perhaps he thought he will throw me under the steam roller. He will boil me. Me means my ego and any kind of superstitions, frustrations, any kind of desires. And by burning me, boiling me, weeping to my mind and conscience, he was finding very careful. Of course, I was weak inside. And after washing, cleaning, and dashing, pushing, shocking, he was slowly driving in me, in my conscience, in my nature, in my flesh and blood, day by day. And he declared and revealed himself. Yes, she had come from Mother. And when I realized his love as the common love in every existence, when I realized his love as my only self, my reality, and my soul, my heart, and I am the container I felt so much wrong with him. And for the sake of that love, my family, friends, my child, my parents, and my vanity, my pleasure, everything disappeared. I realized that this love is my home, this love is my kingdom, this love is my life, this love is my playground, this love is the game I've come to play with. And I felt completely trance in this love. And I saluted him. There's another instance when he came out in midnight at 1:30 out of his room because it was still hot. I was fanning him. I gave him a chair and I took a tool to sit with him. I gave him some tobacco. There was one lady who was messaging him knowing that he will be talking to me privately. She was encouraged to take some little palm or some hot cup of tea. There's nobody. We are so happy together because it is very difficult to be alone with him. He is always surrounded by those who serve him. He was surrounded by those who have come to him seeking love, truth, knowledge. Surrounded by those who are broken-hearted, who lost everything, who want some shelter, some solace. And very rarely is that available except to ask for private discussion. But even in that discussions, many will be looking at us. We are not free. I got few occasions when we were completely free. There was none to look upon us. And he was explaining what is love. None can explain love through words, but he explained. So far as I remember, he said, as you feel you are hungry, put food to your mouth. As you feel every atom of your body, anything as you, when you can feel another the same as you. Transformation of self from love to love, bringing of life, and bringing of everything. This was the beginning of his story. And I went to trance. We looked at each other. We lost our entity. We felt we were nothing but love. And with that love, we saw the entire universe is nothing but born as love. As a whole, even in the infinite existence, in atoms, matter, plants, animals, everywhere, that love exists. More we can feel it, exercising us, more we feel next. And since then, my nature, character, many lives, many souls, and I felt that all that exists are nothing but the part of that whole. They are nothing but myself. And my work is to help them. They must that love so that they can embrace their Father through that love. This initiation or imparting the spirit of love in my life made me feel I have come back to my home. It doesn't matter if I exist or die, but I'll be happy if anyone can carry this love.